So we'll let you get started on this one.
Okay, let's bring it back. All right, top 10 best movies
Do you have any
of 2021.
honorable mentions?
I do have one.
And a mention. I got two.
One. Because
I got
and again,
two, man.
I have it's sort of a similar situation to my worst, right? Like I don't think for me personally, I can't count it. So it's an honorable mention because I think it was a big deal, and that was Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Okay.
So again, for me,
Yeah.
Personally, I don't think it could be counted as a movie just because of what it was. So,
okay.
because it was 4 hours. It would never get released like that. It was a special occasion. It's just out of the ordinary, right?
Great,
It's
great.
not something we'll probably see for a very long time.
I hope ever again. Oh, wait, the movie or like a situation?
The situation.
Oh, yeah.
The situation. Like, it was such a unique situation that, like, I don't think we'll see this happen for a very long time, if ever.
Okay.
And so, my honorable mention, Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Great film.
Because it was an experience, right?
We might have to make a whole episode on the rumors going around about DC.
Bringing back the...
No, I'll throw things.
Oh, okay.
Throw things.
All right. Okay.
I'm very upset.
Are you talking about Batman
very upset.
joining Batgirl?
I
don't wanna get into it.
I'm upset about everything.
I don't want to get into it.
There's not one single thing they mentioned that I'm on board with. I'll say that.
Oh, shit.
There's not a single thing that I...
All right.
Never like, give it a chance.
All right.
You didn't give... Anyways.
All right. So, you know what? Just to start things off, I'm going to do this.
Is it the right one?
Yeah. It is the right one. Listen. Top 10 best movies 2021. Number 10.
What is that?
That's not what you thought it was.
Terrible. Oh, God. We gotta
All right.
That was awful. I thought it was going to be confetti.
It is a streamer.
Oh,
Yeah.
talk about an easy cleanup. I was going to be here sweeping into the night.
Yeah, actually, that's better.
That is better, but
That
was
is better.
kind of anticlimactic.
That's
'cause I
so
thought it was
funny.
gonna Rain down.
That is so funny. Number 10 for me is King Richard.
King Richard.
King Richard. Just a great movie, man.
Okay.
Just a phenomenal, well-told story with amazing acting. And the whole time you're watching this movie, you think you're watching Richard Williams teaching Venus and Serena how to play tennis. And it's just phenomenal.
I got to get to it. I haven't seen it.
And the hardest part about the movie is like, I get it's a drama for 2.5 hours. That's tough.
I like that, though.
It's
a lot of good dialogue.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love that.
The thing is, like, if you can watch a drama, straight drama, for 2.5 hours and you are hooked, guys, come on.
Yeah.
Phenomenal movie.
Okay.
Phenomenal. All right.
So I got 2 honorable mentions.
All right.
One of them being like in everybody's top 5.
Whoa.
So I'm like, whoa, is it
I'm gonna
down
see.
on my list?
I'm gonna
Is it
see.
messed up? Again, honorable mention is in no particular order.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'll just go up
Yeah.
like I'm doing. Tick, tick, boom.
Okay.
Is one of them.
All right.
I loved Tick, tick, boom. I loved it. I
good.
loved
So
every
good.
minute of it.
So good.
There wasn't one thing about that movie I didn't like.
Yeah.
Nothing. Another honorable mention is Nobody.
Oh, nice.
Bob Odenkirk. Saw him a couple months ago. He was filming outside
Oh,
my
yeah.
work. He like drove by. I was
Better
like,
Call
"What's
Saul?
up?" Yeah. So that was super cool. Nobody was awesome.
I heard it.
Like it was just fun.
Did not get around
it.
to it.
It was like short enough where you could just pack everything into it, but it wasn't crowded.
So it's like no fat on this movie?
Yeah, it's like this thing happens,
It's just boom,
kick
boom,
some
boom,
ass,
boom.
and then it's movie's over. And I'm like, thank you.
That's awesome.
I didn't need dialogue and story build. I just needed an old man kicking some ass.
I got to get to it.
So number 10 was Army of the Dead.
Oh.
Army of the
Whoa.
Dead.
Whoa. Hey
Army
now.
of the Dead.
Hey now. All
Zack
right.
Snyder's Army of the Dead.
All right.
I just had so much fun with it.
Yeah.
I had so much
Yeah.
fun. A good zombie movie can go a long way.
Absolutely.
When they're going through the dark room and they're like navigating through and they're like trying not to wake.
It's just
Whoa,
tense.
breathtaking.
Tense. Yeah.
Zombie tiger
Loved it.
ripping the guy to shreds. I watched that scene recently. I'm like, he full on pulls his face back.
And then,
they
like,
show it.
and
show
that guy deserves it.
Yeah.
So you're like, yes, yes.
If you get a chance, the zombie queen is like insanely gorgeous in real life.
Yeah.
Like it is like hard. She's like hard to look at.
She's a stunt woman.
She's like does.
She wasn't
stunts
even-
in
yeah.
everything.
yeah, but
She's
she
not an
did
actor. She's
aw-
a stunt woman.
Yeah, but she did a phenomenal job.
Absolutely amazing. She's breathtakingly beautiful. Army of the Dead #10.
Number 9 for
Number
me
9.
was Free Guy. Free Guy at number 9.
Did you see Free Guy?
Yeah,
Interesting.
I saw Free Guy. Actually, I saw Free Guy like 1.5 times because I just had fun with it. I actually watched the movie and then I saw like half of it again.
Interesting. I didn't know you saw Free Guy.
Yeah, I loved Free Guy. It was so much fun, and that's
was
actually
a
why
great movie.
it's on my list. Is because it's like the pinnacle of a good. Like it's just fun. It's just
All of it.
great time, right? And I saw it with my wife, and she doesn't know anything about video games, right? I mean, she knows about video games, but if she can have a good time, then
Great movie.
it's a good movie.
Yeah.
Then all this other stuff is just a vessel to tell a story, and the story is good. And I love the end scene where the couple gets together, and it's just all the warmth.
This is also the perfect movie for Ryan Reynolds to play Ryan Reynolds.
Oh yeah.
Like, you don't want Ryan Reynolds
yeah.
to play Ryan Reynolds in Red Notice.
No.
But you want him to play Ryan Reynolds.
But here's a good example of I do not believe you can put someone else in that role and that movie would be that good.
No, not at all.
And I like Ryan Reynolds has to be Ryan Reynolds in that movie, and then now the movie works even better, and there's no one else that can play that role.
Nobody?
So,
No, there's
not
nobody else
like
in
that. It would be a different movie, and I'm not saying that movie wouldn't be good,
Yeah.
but this movie in particular
Is good because of Ryan.
is what it is because
Ryan Reynolds beat up the muscular Ryan Reynolds.
it was awesome.
Loved it.
Awesome.
Number 9 for me. This one came in late in the game. Late. Like December 31st late.
Whoa.
In the
Why
game.
did you watch December
And
31st?
it didn't come out December. It came out earlier in the year.
Yeah, but you
So
saw
I
it
was
December
trying to
31st.
cram in these movies. And I don't know why I picked this one. I know why. I picked it because of the main actor. That was the only reason I picked it.
All right.
Blew me away. Like, didn't breathe the whole movie. The
Wait.
card counter.
What?
Yeah.
I have no idea what this
The
is.
card counter. So I picked the card counter for a couple reasons.
Okay.
I thought it was a gambling movie. I thought it was a movie
It
about.
sounds like
about
somebody who
gambling.
would count cards.
He does count cards.
Okay.
But it's about this guy who used to work in a prison. Like the military prisons when they would like torture and like abuse prisoners. And when he comes back, like how it affects him.
What?
And he's like, yo, when I was in prison. So he went to prison.
That sounds
Dude,
amazing.
there's
Sounds
there's a
amazing.
lot to it. There's a lot to it.
Who's the main actor?
Oscar Isaac.
Oh.
Oscar Isaac, Willem Dafoe.
Whoa.
Yo.
Yeah?
It was, I can't even explain it. But he was a military guard or military thing, and they're of course abusing these prisoners for information, remote part of Guantanamo Bay, like wherever it was. And then these pictures got released because they're like, they're torturing these guys, they're like taking pictures with them, and the pictures got released.
He's in
And he's in the picture, so he went to jail for 10 years.
Oh.
It's like, I'm just like a normal guy, whatever. But I was told to do this job, and I did it. So he's in jail for 10 years, learns to count cards, and now he goes from casino to casino around the country, just
wiping
winning
them clean.
poker games, winning. But he doesn't do that. He's like, because if I go into these casinos and I'm winning huge amounts of money, it's a red flag.
Yeah.
So I go into casinos, I win $3-4 grand, and I move on to the next one. And then he brings this kid in whose dad was killed by Willem Dafoe's when Willem Dafoe was a prison guard, and he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna go kill this guy, and I know you know him because I know you were a prison guard at the time because my dad told me about you, and I recognized you." And he's like, "Get in the car, kid." And they like travel the country, like going to poker tournaments and stuff. And like, they're doing flashbacks from the time when they were in prison, torturing these guys. It was crazy.
Dang.
It was so crazy.
Interesting.
And Oscar Isaac is so good.
Oh yeah,
He's so good.
He's another one who probably deserves more than what he's getting.
Elite status.
Yeah, more than what he's getting for sure.
And the other reason I totally forgot now until you mentioned Elite is this was produced by Martin Scorsese.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So it was his movie. It was Martin's, and then that's why I'm like, oh, cool. So like Martin's involved, Oscar Isaac. I can't remember the kid's name that he travels with. He's an X-Men. He played Cyclops.
Oh, okay.
The newer X-Men.
Yeah.
He's that kid.
I know who you're talking about.
And Tiffany Haddish is in it too. But like, it was just great.
The comedian Tiffany Haddish. Okay.
Yeah. It was a really great movie.
I'll check it out. I'll go and check it out.
Short too. It was like an hour and a half. It's so good.
I'll go check it out.
So good.
All right, number 8 for me, The Suicide Squad.
The Suicide Squad.
The Suicide Squad. Again, look, I get it, all right? I get that some movies are not for everybody. I understand that. But this movie, for me, was just a joy. Mm-hmm. When they're going through the village and they're killing everybody, and then at the very end, they find out they're all good guys.
So you want me to introduce you to my family?
Oh, dude, it's awesome. But I could see where some people would watch that and be like, "This movie's stupid." But
it was great. All of it was great.
It was so awesome.
Starro, super gross.
So funny,
super
man.
Gross. Okay.
And the thing is, I love, and again, I also understand when people are like, "Yeah, Harley Quinn wasn't utilized very well or not enough." And look, I could watch a whole movie, and I did because I watched. Dang, can't remember the name of the Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey.
Birds of Prey.
And but even then, I'm like, I could take a whole movie of just Harley Quinn.
This movie was way better than Birds of Prey.
And I love Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, and I could watch her all day. But man, everybody was just hilarious. It was awesome. It was weird. It was fun.
It was super weird.
Yeah, it was just a fun time.
Okay. That's good to know.
I really enjoyed just watching.
So then, where do you stand on Peacemaker?
Well, I'm gonna watch it.
You're gonna watch it, okay?
Because again, John Cena as Peacemaker in the Suicide Squad was way better than I thought he was gonna be.
Yeah.
Because from the trailers, I thought they were gonna make him too silly, but he ends up flipping, right, and he's like the bad guy.
Yeah.
Like he's for justice and getting the job done, and I was all about it.
It was
good.
And did you see it in theaters?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't.
Okay.
I saw it at home.
That's fine.
On
that's
the
fine.
Maxes.
Okay. So we'll do Peacemaker. We'll do a Peacemaker.
Yeah,
bit.
we'll do Peacemaker.
I'm hearing good things so far.
I had my doubts about John Cena. I did.
Everybody did.
Yeah, and again, kudos to him for playing the game, because he made the movies. I saw him on morning talk shows, being the hosts, and he's like, whatever, tell me what to do and I'll do it, because I want to be a superstar. You just tell me the path and I'll go on that path, and it's paying off. And I'm like, good for him.
I'm ready for him.
Good for him.
I know a lot of people don't like him. I'm ready.
Again, he's
big time wrestler.
Yeah.
I remember him wrestling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's like a staple.
But yeah, we'll watch Peacemaker. But
we'll do
number 8 for me, The Suicide Squad.
All right, so going into number 8 for me. I feel like I should explain these movies before I say them.
You can.
So this movie's my number 8 simply because I couldn't take my eyes off the entire screen.
Okay.
The entire screen.
I know what you're talking about. Couldn't take your.
I couldn't.
I like that you.
What's happening?
Jesus.
I couldn't take my eyes off the screen
the entire
time. I was like entranced by this movie. I like literally became obsessed. It ended, and I was like, I want to watch it again.
Ooh, that's rare.
And I went through and I watched one scene again.
Right
because
after.
right after, I was like, I just want to watch that scene again.
Okay.
And it was 5-6 minute scene. And this entire movie, just from beginning to end, is just an up and down, and you're sad and you're happy, you're excited, you're confused, you're scared. You think about your own, like it's all these different things all at once. And I don't get that from a lot of movies. You stay in one spot, like you're having fun the whole time, whatever. But this one has so many different emotions.
What is happening?
So many different emotions.
I have no idea what you're gonna say. None.
And it's a cast of 2.
What?
2 people. That's it.
In the whole movie.
In the whole movie for an hour and 45 minutes.
Ooh.
Malcolm and Marie.
Oh. Never saw it.
It was like being on drugs.
Yeah.
Like you just get this good feeling. Why oh my goodness.
No
And
kidding.
at the end of it, I was able to exhale. I was like, whoa, I just ran 10 miles. What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Dang it.
It was a wild, wild movie.
I'm gonna have to.
It was wild.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch your movies.
I really, really couldn't I was out of breath by the end of that movie.
Damn.
Because it's just 2 people in a room in a house.
I love that though.
That's it.
I love that though.
There's nobody else. There's that's it.
Because again, you're
They
talking.
get home. This happens. The next morning comes and the movie's over. It's
nuts.
crazy. It's
nuts.
great.
Love that.
It's so good. Number 8, Malcolm and Marie.
Man, I'm actually jealous I didn't watch that. There's
Damn, that one.
there's like a
might have
list.
deserved a pop.
Yeah, I know, man. Come on. There's a list of movies that I wish.
See, that's what I was expecting.
Yeah. Jeez Louise, man.
It was so good. That was terrifying.
Yeah, it was. Now I know what to expect. All right. Whoo.
Wow.
What number are we on? 7? Are we on 7?
Didn't get in my beer. We're good.
Hey, that's a miracle, considering the
It
situation
is
that
all
occurred.
over. How cool, though.
I know.
Number 8, Malcolm and Marie.
Number 7 for me was Raya and the Last Dragon.
Whoa. Heard it was phenomenal.
It's
Aquafina?
well, she's the dragon.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. But dang, Chen. I can't believe I can't remember the main girl's name from Star Wars.
Daisy Ridley.
No. I'm really mad at myself for not remembering. Anyway,
Carrie Fisher.
she does a phenomenal job as Raya. And
Okay.
again, just a story. So, look, it's an animated movie. You talked about Luca. Like, there are tiers to this, right?
Yeah,
and
100%.
this is definitely up there. Top tier animated movie. Where, I mean, you're crying at the end.
Yeah.
Right? You're crying.
That's power.
So, if I can watch this movie, and this is the again, the best of the best here. As far as story, as far as voice acting, as far as animation.
This was earlier 2020, right? Or was this summer? Was this summer?
I feel like it was March for some reason.
Okay.
Maybe it was
Earlier in the
April,
year. Okay.
something like that. First quarter, second quarter, something like that. But man, just again, a similar situation. You sort of forget that you're where you are, what you're doing. You're just watching this movie, completely involved, and
Nice.
it's amazing. It's amazing, and there is a sense of like, oh my God, is she gonna be able to do it? Is this gonna happen? And then you're like, and then something happens, and then again, just emotion.
That's a good movie. That's how you know it's a good
So
movie.
yeah, number 7, Ryan the Last Dragon.
Number 7. So I'm going in with so I'm going in number 7.
Yeah.
So this was number 1 for a lot of people.
Okay.
A few people.
Like you've seen it on people's number 1.
Well, I've seen it on people's number 1s.
All right.
Seen it on people's not worst movies, but like lower on their top 10.
Okay.
West Side Story.
Ooh. All right.
West Side Story, because it was another one of those movies I had so much fun.
Oh.
Like
nice.
I just enjoyed my time. I walked out of the theater
You're like,
all
right.
every dollar
All
was
right.
worth it. Every snack I bought was worth it. This was a good use of my time today. This was a great thing.
That's
I walked out good and I had a good rest of the day.
That's awesome.
It was fun. It was bouncy. It was
Yeah.
it was everything great. It was everything I wanted it to be. And Zeller. Catherine Zeller? Oh man.
I don't know. The girl?
Yeah.
You're talking about Maria?
Yes.
No idea.
Catherine Zeller.
Is that her name?
Not right.
That's not right.
No.
Because she's new, right?
She's
brand
yeah,
new.
like I heard her story. This is the first movie she's ever done.
Yeah, brand spanking
It's
new.
the first movie she's ever done. She knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, she did do it.
They all
amazing
knocked
job.
it out of the park.
She does do an amazing job.
Everything in this movie was great. And when I can leave a movie like, oh, all right, I'm ready to go.
Hey,
like not even because it was a musical,
hey.
just because I thoroughly had positive energy in my body the whole time. And
Yeah.
like, to me that made it just.
Look,
I love that feeling.
we didn't. Did we talk about West Side Story?
We didn't.
Oh man. Okay, so we didn't, and we probably did it. It's probably a disservice that we didn't talk about it because it's a movie that, like, if somebody wants to know how to make a movie, I mean, West Side Story is pretty much a book of how to make a movie, how to tell a story, where to put the camera, how to do the blocking. Right?
Some of the lighting and
Yeah, absolutely.
with,
The cinematography.
yeah. When was it? They were on the street. I think it was towards the end.
When?
I don't know, but like just the way the scene was lit and the way like the alley looked, I'm like, oh, this is like,
Yeah.
should I be like scared? Like what? Ooh, I don't know what to feel right
I
now.
know.
This is kind of spook. Like
I don't
it
want.
just felt good.
But
It
even
felt so good.
Even when God, man, I can't remember the characters' names, but she goes in because I don't want to spoil anything. We're not doing a review on
Yeah,
this
it's not
here,
a
right?
review.
Yeah,
It's
it's not a review.
at all.
Yeah, but
It's
there's
not
a
a review.
scene where a woman goes into a store surrounded by men, and
That scene pissed me off.
it gets tense.
God.
It gets tense, right? But again,
So good though.
but you're like, okay, how do you make a scene tense? And it's just Steven Spielberg being like, this is what you do, and he's just like, he's just educating people.
I forgot. Yeah. That's big
Great,
time.
yeah, great movie.
So just the pure joy that I felt leaving the theater on that one makes
All right,
it
all
my
right.
number 7.
We're getting up there, okay? And I feel like the higher we get up there, like the more for some reason I have to justify what I'm about to say with these movies, okay? Or I have to justify their spot. And sometimes I just really like a movie, okay? Sometimes I enjoy watching a movie from beginning to end because I personally loved it.
I know what it is.
Number 6 for me was Cruella. Cruella, I felt, was such a great movie. I mean, we're talking origin stories here. And origin stories are,
the best villains out there.
yeah, and they're hard to do. They're hard to make. It's hard to make a movie about a villain and make us care about them.
I know. Do you make them likable? Like, what do you
Yeah.
do with them?
It's like, oh, do you make the villain relatable so then you then care about the villain? So then you're rooting for the villain? Like, it's a weird place to be.
Yeah. Great movie.
But, and I talked about it at the time, like, if you want to just learn act, like if you're trying to be an actor, just watch that movie, man. I mean, just phenomenal.
Yo, shout out Emma Stone.
Emma Stone is incredible in Cruella, and I love that movie. And
That's awesome. I'm really glad to hear that.
actually, so I actually had Cruella lower. It was always in my top 10, but I had it lower on the list. And I showed Kat, and I don't know why, but she was like, "Yeah, like you thought it was down there," and I was like, "No, I don't. What?" And she was like, "Check your list because
Throws the phone back at you.
yeah, seriously, she was
Just
like,
shit together.
hey, try again." And I'm like, "You're out, yeah."
I'm so happy about
You're
this
absolutely
pick.
yeah.
That's a great pick.
Yeah, Cruella
I had
was.
an asterisk by it on my list.
Did
I
you?
put an asterisk by it.
Yeah.
Put asterisks by everything. Like, I need to come back and check this
Oh
out.
yeah.
I need to come
So
back.
yeah,
I need to come back and think about this.
So it deserves attention.
It deserves attention.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Yeah. Number 6.
So
Cruella.
I'm going number 6 for me.
Cruella.
Yeah, now it gets a little scary.
Yeah, I know. You're like, oh, whoa, hey.
I
You
mean, I
used
already
it.
did it, but still, it's terrifying.
I know.
I'm gonna have to have a discussion about this.
Yeah.
There's like a
It's like a gun.
Jesus. I don't need to justify this one.
All right.
Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Number
Spider-Man:
6.
No Way Home.
Number 6, though.
Number 6.
Number 6.
Number 6. It's not top 5. I know it's not. I know where I put it. I know my numbers. I can count to 10. I can't read, but I can count to 10.
Interesting. Are you sure?
I am sure. I'm very sure.
All right.
This movie.
All right.
This movie hit me in the heart. It hit me in the heartstrings. I'm not gonna give. It made my child. Like I know it made my childhood.
All right.
Like it didn't make my childhood. It made my adulthood.
Yeah. Right.
It made me feel good as an adult. And I think a lot of, and it doesn't make the movie bad. I guess this can't really be said because I'm not knocking points off the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know what's gonna happen next.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Well,
Like if to me,
yeah.
if the story ended here,
Yes.
if this is he made,
If
this
you knew it
suit
was the last
and
one.
I knew it was the last one, it would be so much higher.
Really?
Yes.
But you're
'Cause
worried
it would
that.
be such a satisfying conclusion.
Yeah, I
To
agree.
me, it would be like, whoa.
I agree. So you're worried that future stuff is going to
You're
ruin.
gonna make this movie not as good.
Interesting.
I'm
You don't have to justify it to
you
me.
don't need to bring back Andrew Garfield for anything, guys.
Oh, yeah.
You don't need to.
Like
You
all
don't-
the headlines.
You don't need an Amazing Spider-Man 3. You don't.
They're talking about like keeping them both. Like they want them
You
back in the swing
but
of things.
now,
Yeah. Yeah. I did it. Woohoo.
they suck.
I did it, guys.
Oh, that was worth a pop.
I know. I
From the first
should
time.
have popped it. Damn it.
I don't. They're done.
Yeah. I agree with
Andrew
you.
Garfield's 38. He already said. So I'm at 38.
He's like, I don't need to be swinging around. Hey. Oh my god.
That was the saddest.
I'm not sure I could blow one bubble if I tried. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Put this away.
Yeah.
That was the saddest.
Oh my god. That was amazing.
That was the
Oh
saddest.
my god.
Oh, there's a mess in here.
That was the saddest excuse for a bubble. Jesus. Oh my gosh. All right. Number 6 for you.
was I talking All right, we'll wrap it up there.
Yeah.
Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Yeah, you're number 6.
I don't have enough confetti cannons for any more.
I know.
for any
Dang.
more zingers. Number 5. This is the big time. This is where questions are gonna have to be asked.
Number 5. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm nervous.
Number 5 is Mitchell's versus the Machines.
Really? I thought it was gonna be higher on you.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I was thinking.
because you knew I loved it.
I was thinking of 2-3.
Yeah, man. I just
Damn.
I really did love this
I'm
movie.
bummed.
That you
I
thought it was like
I thought
3.
it was gonna be 2-3. Yeah.
Well, and again, I guess I could say that these top 5. That's what's hard about the top 5 is I'm like, you ask me on a different day, it's a different order,
Yeah.
right? And sometimes I want to sit down and watch a Mitchell's versus the Machines, right? And sometimes I want to sit down and watch my other top 4. But like my top 5 are actually like 4 of them are very different movies. So
Okay, so I think at this point none of our movies will be the same.
Probably not. Probably not. But you threw it off with number 6 for sure for me.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I love this movie. I mean, I can probably go on all day with just a funny, entertaining, like it. One of the movies where you're like, man, that went by so fast. It was just so.
But everybody, I didn't hear a negative thing about it.
It's just
I didn't
so.
I didn't hear one negative thing about that movie.
Yeah, and again, you're talking about the same. Man, I hope I don't get this wrong, but there's a lot going on with this movie, but it was the same. It was a Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, folks. I don't. So
Oh, that did this movie?
yeah, that did Mitchell versus Machines, and so there's like a lot of backstory to it. But anyway, the movie itself is just so good. It's just fun from beginning to end. It's a great time, and I would recommend it to anybody, not just for the family. Like a person can sit down, watch this movie, have a great time. Damn. Number 5, okay. Mitchell's versus the Machines.
So this is where we get shuffled up.
All right.
Again, when I was making this, I was like, I'll explain things. Like I think I have reasons for everything from this point forward, and I have reasons for all 10.
Sure.
But I think this movie is like this to me is definitely like a multiple watch movie,
and that's
like
huge.
I'm getting the 4K copy. I'm getting the Steelbook, downloading the digital one to like my phone. This is something like I'd watch on a flight. Like if I'm going somewhere, I want to put this just because I want to watch it, because I think there's a lot of layers to this.
All right.
And I really appreciated the movie for being able to kind of voice their opinion on something, but it's not like we're not going to make a movie so we can express how we feel about this certain situation so you like it. Like they made this movie and then they're like, yo, we can actually relate it to how this has been going on for years and years.
Oh, can I guess what it is?
Yeah.
Well, when you're done.
Oh.
Are you done?
I think I'm done. Yeah, so that was the reason I liked it. I'm like this situation has been happening and it continues to happen today.
Yeah.
And I don't think people address it, and it's something I feel is very close to my heart.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we need to talk about this because that's a problem.
Is it Don't Look Up?
No, it's not.
Oh, no? Dang.
No.
I thought I was going to guess it.
No, it's Last Night in Soho.
Oh. It
Last
went
Night in Soho.
way darker than I thought you were going to go. Oh,
yeah,
man.
It's Last Night in Soho.
I know we laughed a minute ago.
Not no more.
We're going to cry now.
This is serious.
Yeah, I get you.
It's Last Night in Soho.
All right.
Because I feel like they were delivering a message without delivering a message. Like, that wasn't the point of this. The point of it was only if you got it. And so,
okay, again, we're not doing a Don't Look Up review,
Yeah.
but I felt like Don't Look Up was actually the reverse, the opposite of that. And so
they like wanted you to see it.
They're hitting you over the head with the message.
Correct.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I appreciate a movie that like Last Night in Soho. I haven't seen it, but I appreciate a movie that's like you almost don't even realize they're giving you a message.
Yes.
And so if that's the case,
and
that's
that
a
was
good.
the case. And I don't want to say I related to it, but like I understood a lot of it, like how your past, like your demons stick with you.
Yeah.
Like whether it's a good experience, a bad experience, like whatever you do from a life that affected you a certain way, made you who you are today. Yeah. And when you close your eyes at night, and you might see that.
Right.
And
haunts you.
It affects the way you live life every single day.
Nice.
And that to me, like, whoa, like that hit me super hard.
Interesting.
I'm like, I close my eyes at night and see demons too. Like, again, different ones. I'm not saying I didn't go through anything that this young woman had gone through. Right. But everybody does. Everybody everywhere across the world at some point goes to sleep at night and it's like, whoa, dude, I remember that.
Oh, dang.
That keeps me up at night. Dang. And again, this story dives way deeper into it. That's just a very surface level explanation of it. But Last Night in Soho, like, really, like, that was something a week later. I'm like, whoa. Like,
you're like, God dang.
I'm like, dude, I saw that movie 2 weeks ago. Like, why am I still thinking about this? Like, I'm still.
Oh, but I love that.
It's still going through my mind.
I love that stuff.
Still going through my mind 2 weeks later.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
Last Night in Soho comes in at number 5.
All right. You had already mentioned this movie. But it's in my 4. It's my 4. It's in my top 5.
I knew it would be.
And
I knew it would be.
it for me is everything in the Heights wasn't. And
wrong
which is
movie.
ironic.
Wrong movie.
which is ironic because Lin-Manuel Miranda directs this movie, and then Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote the other movie, and so
Gotcha. Okay.
so number 4 for me is Tick Tick Boom.
God, it's so great.
It is so good. It is so good.
It's a phenomenal.
It's
a flawless movie.
yeah. Aside from the fact that it's about like the story about the person is captivating enough,
Yeah.
and then the way you're telling the story is even more captivating. That your attention is completely on this movie the entire time.
Yeah.
I was nervous about this movie, which is probably why it actually gets elevated so much because I had zero expectation for this movie. And I'm watching it, even the first half hour, I'm like convince me.
Okay.
You have to convince me to like this movie because I don't want to like this movie.
And then it hit you.
And then it just, like that. The diner scene occurs and I'm like,
The walls fall down.
yeah, and I'm just like, you can't. And so then I'm on the other side of it, right?
Yeah, and they're like, this is the greatest movie I've ever seen in my life.
And then it's like, wow, this movie can't miss.
Yeah,
I'm just like, oh, gosh, this is so awesome. I'm still singing. I'm still singing.
Actions speak louder, louder.
Yeah. My boys are like, can you put on Boho Days?
Yeah.
No, this is the life. And it's just, I wake up in the morning and I'm just pouring my coffee.
It sticks with you.
That's the thing is if I'm watching a movie and like you're saying, right, a week later, you're like, God, I remember that scene. Just again, the emotion, the therapy.
Oh man, don't even get me started.
Therapy is one of the best
It's one of the
musical
top 10 songs of the year.
scenes ever. Loved it.
That one's
Number 4, Tick Tick Boom.
Wow, it's so good.
So good.
So good. So I'm going number 3.
No, you're
I'm going
4.
number 4. So this movie for me was whoa.
Yeah?
Tough. And I just want to be careful with what I say.
I know.
I want to be careful with what I say.
I know. I hear you.
For me, and you're gonna.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I at the moment,
Mm-hmm.
things change, life changes, people grow. I'll watch this movie once a year.
Ooh,
I want to put this movie on once a year.
that's pretty good.
Turn off my phone, go into my theater, close the doors, snacks, no snacks, whatever.
Yeah.
And I want to sit there and I want to watch it.
Once a year, you're gonna do this.
I would like to.
Okay.
But this is like, for me, when I was like, dude, that's like, you're asking a lot of this movie. Like, you're asking a lot to say, I'm going to put you on once a year.
Yeah.
To me, this is my, like, sick, like I'm at home sick. Like, if I'm, like, violently sick, I'm going to throw this on, and if I fall asleep, I fall asleep.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Through it all. And it's funny because there's another movie similar to it that's also, like, my sick movie. Like, I just put it on.
Yeah.
If I fall asleep, that's fine. I don't need to sit through it.
Right.
If I sit through it and watch it all, it's fine. It's Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Ooh.
And Zack Snyder's Justice League. Simply for the fact that and this movie went up.
It was lower.
It was lower.
Okay.
It was honorable mention.
Yeah. I get you.
And after the rumors and stuff, like after everything started, like I rewatched some scenes. I rewatched all the character trailers.
All right.
And I got that feeling again when I was watching the character trailers.
Oh,
and I'm like, I have never in the history of anything been more excited to see something.
Like when
I have never, like
when they first came out, too,
when
right?
they first came out, like when I saw all these trailers for the first time.
You're absolutely right.
I was like, this is incredible.
It was unbelievable. Like
this is incredible.
You did not believe what you were watching.
No, I didn't know this was a real thing.
Yeah, it was.
And when they first announced it, I watched the watch along he did with Henry Cavill.
Oh,
like in 2019, and they're like, oh, we're gonna release it in a year in 2020. I forgot when it was.
I think like a year earlier.
He watched it.
Yeah,
and that's when the first poster and stuff came out, and I was like, I can't believe this.
Yeah.
Like, this is so unreal to me. And then the movie came out.
Okay.
And I was
I'm
like,
on board.
oh my God. This to me, again, just for me, I know how everybody thinks, but this gave me what a lot of people felt with Spider-Man No Way Home.
Okay.
Like
I get ya.
you're like, oh my,
Yeah.
I got Batman, I got Wonder Woman, I got Aquaman,
all these-
I got
yeah.
the Flash, I got Martian Manhunt. Like, I was like, oh my God.
I get you.
Justice League Unlimited is happening right here.
Yeah.
Like, Justice League Unlimited is happening right now.
Yeah.
And I get to watch it for 4 hours. And it's a good 4 hours.
Oh yeah. It doesn't feel like 4
This
hours.
movie could have been slow, and it could have been boring, and it could have
Yeah.
been this.
Yeah.
I got the cartoon show that I watched every Saturday.
Yeah.
One of many.
Yeah.
Be turned into a 4-hour epic movie that I got to watch. So again, those feelings that everybody had, like, oh, these three are the Spider-Man. And again, Spider-Man's one of my favorites, but you know me. I'm the Batman. I'm the Superman. I'm the I'm
the DC.
I'm the DC guy.
Yeah.
So to see this 4-hour epic come together
Was
like this is everybody. This is everybody. The only guy missing was Green Lantern. Like he was the only one missing, and and all these other ones. And then when the rumors came out,
there's even a lot about that.
yeah, even when the rumors came out about everything going on, I'm like, I can't believe I didn't have this movie higher.
Oh, so then you're.
I was like, this movie's got to go up, and that's when I started rewatching everything and started getting.
And then
those
you were
feelings.
like, "Yep."
So I was trying to be like, well,
You
why
like
did
relived
I,
it.
Why did I have it so low?
Yeah.
Like,
Interesting.
what was going on with me?
Interesting.
And then they're like, well, this is going to happen in this, and I was like, no. Let me throw the trailers back on. Let me throw
Get back in that
the
mindset.
song back, like all this stuff,
Yeah.
and I was like, wow.
Dang, maybe I'll
I was
go
like,
back.
this shit came, this really, literally from the ashes came to be, and it is incredible.
It's true. It's true. It's an incredible
just
story.
Just an incredible experience. Like you said, it'll never happen again.
Yeah,
We're never
I
gonna
really
get
don't
it
think
from the looks of it. We're never seeing these characters play.
Yeah,
No
I
more
don't think
Cavill,
so.
no more Affleck, no more none of this. So this is and you can say you're gonna erase whatever you want. Can't erase the copy sitting there on my TV stand right now. Can't do it. Number 4, Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Man,
Phenomenal. Now it gets shaky.
does get a little shaky. I have this movie at number 3 for one main reason, because I think you can sit down, most people, and myself included, and they will enjoy this movie. I think this movie hits the masses more so than many of the other movies that we have talked about today. I think a lot of these genre movies are difficult to hit, the wide population, but this movie, I do believe you can sit down and it will hit a wide population in a positive way. And number 3 for me is ShangChi.
Wow.
ShangChi. I just
Shaking up the tables.
I truly believe, like, it's an MCU movie and it might have that MCU flavor, and I'm sure if you got a nerd and you sat them down and you were like, what universe does this take place in? They'd be like, MCU, come on.
Yeah, this is Marvel.
This is a Marvel movie. It's clear as day. You can see it right there.
I saw the bus scene.
Yeah. And I'm fine. Okay, fine. But I think you can also sit down, a normal person, and be like, did you have fun watching the movie? They're like, that was a fun movie.
My parents have seen it 6 times.
Exactly. I could take my grandma to this movie and she'd be
parents
like,
have
it was
6
so fun.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's a great movie for a lot of people.
It's a great movie.
And you know what? You don't need to know jack about the other movies to enjoy
There's
this movie.
not even any references, nothing.
The only reference in the movie, the only one that I don't even think is that important, is the Mandarin.
Oh, yes.
I don't even think it's that important.
No, because if you don't know who he is, it doesn't make the movie better.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, you and I freaked out in the theater.
I know. We're like, hey,
Hey!
let's go, Trevor.
Hey, but I don't think that it's one. Yeah, if you knew, cool. If you don't, doesn't matter.
This movie
Doesn't
was
matter.
it was a theme park ride.
Yeah,
It was a theme
It was
park ride.
fun.
You just want to ride it.
It was
you wanna
so
go.
fun.
It was great.
But you can't tell me that this is a bad movie. Even
No.
so, you can't tell me the acting's bad. You can't tell me the story is bad. You can't tell me the
even
action
liked-
is
I even
bad. You
liked
can't.
Awkwafina.
Yeah, because the directing is good.
Mhm.
Someone got Aquafina and they put her in a position,
And made her likable.
and you're like, hey, and you don't even like her,
No.
and you're like, you know what? I enjoyed watching her on screen. And again, I just think across the board, everybody doing a phenomenal job. This movie, great for everybody.
It was great.
Number
it was
3,
so
Shang-Chi.
good. I had so much fun. So I'm going
right.
number 3.
Number 3.
This is a big one. This is a big boy.
All right.
Never had zero interest in this.
You had zero interest in it.
Didn't care.
Okay.
Didn't care. Only went because everyone's like, dude, you got to go see this.
All right.
Dune.
Dang. You're number 3.
Number 3.
Pretty
was
good
Dune.
for a movie that wasn't on your radar or you didn't care about.
And I knew of Dune.
Yeah.
Like
Pretty
I
good.
know it.
Yeah. I mean, it's in
It's
the
like it's because it's known as one of the like a sci-fi staple.
right.
So like when you're in the world of film or you pay attention to the stuff, you just know stuff.
Yeah.
You know Saving Private Ryan and Goodfellas and like all these like you've heard of them. You may
Yeah.
not have seen them.
Jaws.
Jaws
Yeah.
and Back to the Future. Like all these
Yeah.
movies, the Titanic, like you've heard them. Whether you've seen them or not, I've always heard of Dune. But when I saw this movie, again, another one of those movies, like I couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't breathe the whole time.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal. Every single person did a great job. Every actor was phenomenal. Every scene was perfect. Every frame, the score, like everything was just so good. And it's very rare that I don't know. Maybe it was a little long. I'm trying to find a problem with it. I can't find a problem with it.
I don't know.
And the thing that pisses me off, and getting on YouTube and watching 20 of these videos a day, everybody's top 10. I was like, well, I can't put it in because it's not done yet. It's not done. I get that. I know it's not done.
Yeah.
I know it's not done. There's 2 more. But I don't like that because that doesn't mean the movie is not good.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
see, and this is the only way I could think about it. And you can tell me if it's wrong. This is just what I think.
Maybe I will.
If you go in and you have the best salad of your life. Like it's like the first of many courses, right?
Oh.
Yeah, because you can have your
I
salad.
was like, I don't know where you're going with this.
You can have your salad.
Dune's
your
a
main
salad, okay?
Your main course, your dessert.
Right.
And this is the best salad you've ever had in your entire life. But you're like, no, because I haven't had my main course yet. So now I can't really say if this is good because I haven't had. Who cares?
Yeah. Why does that
doesn't
affect
have any effect
You're right.
on what you're currently eating?
Because even if that's not good, this was still the best.
This was still great.
Yeah.
And I understand why people do it. I get people like, it's not finished yet, so it can't be great.
They're like, I'm going to wait and see.
And that's totally fine.
Yeah.
And if you have that opinion, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Because the majority of people, I think, do.
I think there's a big part of it.
The majority of people, 9 out of 10, are like, hey, we're not done yet, so I can't say this is the best. And I get that.
Mm-hmm.
I totally understand that.
Mm.
But still, for me, what I saw from beginning to end in part 1 was just out of this world. Phenomenal.
Number 2.
Na.
Number 2, Spider-Man.
Finally.
No Way Home. No Way Home.
Finally.
You knew it was in there.
I was waiting
You knew
for
it was in
I
there.
have no idea what number 1 is.
You knew Spider-Man No Way Home was in there because it's so awesome.
Oh, man.
And I'm going to repeat everything that you're saying about Zack Snyder's Justice League. But yes, for me, and again, I'm a DC fan now.
Yo, talk about that energy in the theater, though. You can't replicate that.
No, man.
You don't
can't.
get that. You don't get that, and I'll say this as a DC fan. You don't get that for many other movies other than Marvel movies. You don't get that.
I mean, the applause, the cheers, it's just, God, it's phenomenal. But it does. You're like, and again, my biggest problem with this movie is the biggest reason I loved it is because I have been on this journey
Yeah.
For 20 years, I've been on this damn journey.
It's
And
great.
I was sitting in a theater where it all paid off. And that was just remarkable. The fact that I was even experiencing it, I was like, this is awesome. Like, I'm going to remember this day forever. And I can
I'll
explain
remember
this.
it too.
Yeah, it was just
remember that family.
incredible. Yeah.
I'll remember
With that kid and the damn meal.
God.
Ugh.
I'll remember it.
But there's not a lot of moments I have like that in a theater in my life. And that moment this year was for Spider-Man No Way
top
Home.
for all MCU? Or was like Endgame bigger for you when you were in Endgame?
Endgame, I think, is actually that's tough. When Endgame, I think Endgame was bigger for me. Endgame was bigger for me.
I think it was for, but I was in like my theater was way bigger for Endgame. I was in
mine too.
I probably had 310, 320, whatever the seating was in my theater.
Look, when Captain America is deciding he's going to take on the whole army by himself, and you got Sam chirping in his ear on your left.
Yeah.
Look, if you don't have a tear in your eye, but again, only if you're along for the journey.
Yeah, 100%.
Only if you've been there the whole time.
You would have had to seen a movie from 6 years before that to understand what that moment meant.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But Spider-Man did that with the movie 19 years ago.
Yeah.
Right? And so, and again, I don't know, for me personally, I don't know if they're going to be able to top I don't know. We care about it. Yeah.
Like to
No.
make it
I
something
don't.
better?
No. The scene. I was going to talk about a specific scene, but I want to be careful about people watching and not wanting spoilers here. But I feel like it's been out long enough.
Weeks, guys.
You got to know, guys. You got to know. So,
spoiler warning.
I just don't know if they're going to be able to top Andrew Garfield catching Mary
Don't
Jane,
get me
right? Like
started
I don't
again.
like.
I'm out of beer.
Just tell me a moment where you were like instantly tears.
Man, I don't know. That was a big one.
That's a really big moment for me. So
it's huge.
Number 2, Spider-Man No Way Home.
So I'm going number 2. I'm going number 1.
You go number 2.
So number 2 is a big one.
Okay.
And I had trouble sleeping after I saw it.
Whoa.
So scared.
What?
Spooky. What's up with the light on? Call my mom, come stay with me. I was scared. Because this movie had some monsters in it.
I just want to say I have no idea what your 2 and 1 are at all, because you already mentioned the 2 movies I thought they were going to be.
This movie was truly, truly terrifying. And truly, truly, truly done to absolute poetic perfection. Stunning this movie was. Yeah. Stunning. And there was a Quiet Place Part 2.
Damn it!
It was a Quiet Place Part 2.
So mad I didn't watch this movie.
Oh my God. I made the mistake of I made some ramen. I was hungry.
Yeah.
Made some ramen, didn't eat it. Forgot it was sitting there.
Yeah?
Looked down at I was like, holy, I got ramen and Doritos sitting right here. Ramen's cold.
Yeah.
Drink was never touched. My food just sat there.
Really?
I was like blown away. This movie is freaking insane.
So good though.
Do you remember the first one?
Oh, it was my favorite.
First one's great. First one's phenomenal.
It was my favorite movie.
There's a scene in the first one where she's going down the stairs, steps on a nail. Oh yeah. Child's play.
No.
Child's play compared to what they did in this movie. I said, I'll step on 100 nails before you put me through that.
Yeah. Worse than the giving birth in a tub, though. Is it worse than that?
It was bad. It was something. I'm like, why did you show me this? I didn't want to see this.
Not now.
It was making the stepping on a nail on the stairs. It's child's play. Oh, well, I could watch. I'll make that my bedtime story.
Yeah.
Compared to, because I was like, maybe they'll do something like that. Like they'll do it, and they did. They made again a moment like that.
Yeah.
Where you're like, like that you have that
So
moment.
mad at myself for not.
And just like the first one, it's just damn near perfect. Damn near from start to finish. Dang. And then it's because I went in the theater, I closed the doors, and I walked out, and I like did that, and I was like, oh, it's not real. That's not a real thing. I was like, what am I doing?
I can make noise, right?
I'm allowed to be loud. I like went to turn on the dryer. I was like,
dang.
Like, oh my God. It was truly, truly terrifying. But
Dang.
it wasn't in that horror movie way. It was in the way the first one was.
Yeah.
Can't make noise.
So mad
But
I didn't watch
They
it.
didn't do the same thing. It wasn't like, oh, we're just going to do the same thing we did in the
Right,
second movie
right.
because it was so well. We'll just phone this in. No.
Different.
No.
Better.
So
mad I didn't watch it.
A Quiet Place Part 2 comes in at
All right.
number 2.
I think we all know what it is. We know what's going on. We know what's happening here. I made
Actually
it very
don't.
well known. Number 1 for me, Dune.
Oh. Okay.
A masterpiece. A masterpiece of a movie. And you want to tell me that it's not a complete film? The only reason people are complaining about that is because they put part 1 on the damn screen.
So you
if they
agree-
didn't put part 1 on the screen, they wouldn't be saying shit right
So
now.
you agree with me?
I 100% agree
I
with
thought
you.
you were going to disagree with me. I'm
No,
like,
I 100% agree with you. The only reason people are saying that is because they said it was part 1. Nobody would be talking like it was an incomplete movie if they actually didn't tell you it was an incomplete movie. So I go slap everybody in the face that says that they're gonna wait and see what the second one is like.
Bullshit!
No. Ah! You are wrong, sir. You
Wow.
are wrong.
I agree. But are you
It
hearing
was a
it?
masterpiece.
Are you hearing it too?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's a masterpiece. It was
Amazing.
so good.
Amazing.
And it bothers
All
me
right.
what people are
All right.
saying. My number 1. So maybe you know what it is. Maybe you don't. I don't know.
I have no idea. No idea.
So I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. So considering what just had taken place, I'm gonna go ahead and say we don't fire these off
Oh my god.
because these are a lot bigger.
Yeah.
So go ahead and
not?
look under your seat.
Jesus.
So like right like where your knees are.
Let's
Look.
not. Oh
So-
my god.
So considering the volume and the noise at the first one, I'm gonna go ahead and say let's skip these bad boys.
For sure.
We're just gonna go and put these here.
All right.
These are gonna be our number 1s.
Oh yeah.
Number 1. But that was, I mean, a lot small. That was about half the size of this one.
Yeah. It's gonna be
I'm
loud.
gonna go ahead and say this is an outside only toy.
I agree.
Very expensive outside toy. So we need to go ahead and find something to do with these.
We'll
'cause
do
these
something later.
motherfreakers
We'll
are
do
not
something.
cheap.
We'll do something with it.
Number 1. I can't explain this movie.
Just yeah.
It's Belfast.
Oh, you did talk to me a little bit about
I-
this movie.
I can't explain it.
Dang.
I felt so much love and warmth,
Man,
and
it's a good one.
and this was the movie out of my top 10 where I wish I could just tell everybody to watch it.
yeah.
I'm like, just watch this movie. It looks boring. Just watch it. Please just watch it. Well, why? Because if you want to feel like
Feel
like
good
love
inside.
and feel like, you know, all these different emotions and just feel truly, truly good about the life you're living in your comfy bed and with your family and people that love you.
Like,
watch
that's
this
the thing.
movie so you know what it's like when you're in a difficult situation and just to feel the pure joy of a child.
Dang.
To feel that pure joy of being young when you don't have to go to work and you don't have to worry
Right.
about bills and you don't have to worry about anything. You can just get up.
It's a good
You
movie.
put on your shoes and you go play with the kids down the street. And then, hey, well, guess what? Kids have to deal with stuff too.
Yeah.
Kids have emotions. Kids have sadness. Kids have things that break their hearts too.
Yeah.
Just like adults. And you get to see that with this kid.
Dang.
You get to see this kid's heartbreak. You get to see this kid's heart be filled with love.
That's awesome.
You get to see what it's like when parents fight. Mom and dads fight. Kids know. Kids know they know you're.
Dang.
You don't gotta play it off. Mom and Pop, we know you're fighting. We know it. And this kid knew it, and he was like,
Man, I gotta watch
and
it.
it just like, I'm like, yo, kid, like I want to hug this kid.
Ah,
This kid is great.
dang.
And this, I'm hoping we're.
I have so many movies to watch still,
Dude,
and the year's over.
I'm hoping this is an Oscar nom
I'm
for,
sure.
for something.
sure.
I mean, this kid was phenomenal.
Yeah.
But like I again going back to SpiderMan, just like I got to go back and be like, I remember when I was 9.
Yeah, and
And I didn't have anything. I was playing with my friends, playing kickball.
it was different times.
Going,
different times.
having my favorite snack, and just enjoying life. Real fast.
Yeah.
One movie in 2022 that you're most excited. Just one. Rattle off a couple. Mine are on my phone now. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
A little
Had to
switch-
do a little.
little
We had a little technical glitch
switcheroo
there.
with the camera.
So I'll give you my number one. My Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is
Number one?
my number one.
Big
I
fan.
again that year that Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse came out, it was my favorite movie. And again, because
2018, yeah.
and it,
2019.
again, similar to ShangChi or Mitchell's versus the Machines, like I would say you could sit down most people and they will enjoy watching this movie because it's a good movie. You don't need to be a Spider-Man fan. You don't need to be a superhero fan. You'll just have a good time. So I'm hoping this movie brings the same kind of tone, the same kind of flavor. You're going to have a good time watching this movie no matter what.
Okay.
So that's
do
my
I have
most.
to go serious with it, or can I give like a goof answer?
You can give a goof answer.
And it's not really a goof answer. I'm genuinely curious, and I know I'm being like right off the bat, people are like, you're gonna waste your time and money. But I'm genuinely curious for a couple reasons. And one, because I watched the show of this, or a version of the show, and it's something I've cared about for a long time. And I'm not like a huge fan. I'm not like I'm not gonna fanboy out about it.
Yeah.
But it's Scream.
Oh.
Because I liked all the Scream movies.
Yeah.
And then I watched the show because my boss was like, yo, watch the show on MTV.
And it was good?
And the show was really good. And again, it was an MTV show, so it wasn't dumb.
Yeah.
It wasn't a dumb show. Like, oh my God, he's with a nut.
Which is what
I fell down.
Which is what you would expect.
Which is what you would expect from an MTV show. And it didn't. I was like, whoa, this fucking show is scary. Like, what the hell? Like, Jesus.
Oh, dang.
So after I watched the first season, I'm going to watch the second season. And I'm excited for Scream.
All
I'm
right,
excited for
cool. Yeah, that's a good answer.
Everyone's excited for the Batmans and the Flashes.
And we know
the
about
things of the
those.
world.
We know about
I'm
those.
going to watch them.
I mean, I can
Scream for sure.
Yeah, I can spout out a few, but I'm definitely excited for Lightyear. I'm excited
Lightyear
for
will be
Babylon. I'm excited for Death
be-
on the Nile.
Can I be excited for Death on the Nile? Or people are going to be like, hey! Ah!
I'm excited for Death
I'm
on the Nile.
excited for it's a movie called Dog with Channing Tatum. I like dogs.
Yeah.
Again, I don't have to be like,
Or he has
I'm
to
only
take the
gonna-
dog across
Yeah, he's got to
country.
take a dog across country. His dog's a terror. I like dogs. Dogs are cool.
It's a good movie. It sounds like a heartfelt movie. Yeah.
Top Gun? Whoa.
I mean, again,
Seeing
two
that.
of my I had
seeing
two
that
movies
guy
on
not
here
much.
that were well, they're not in my top 10, but on some anticipated movies I have, two of them were Tom Cruise movies.
Mission Impossible, Top Gun?
Yeah.
I'm very excited for Mission Impossible. All that drama was hot.
Yeah, I know.
We'll see how that movie turns out.
Yelling at people on
We
set.
got big plans. We got a lot we're going to do.
Yeah.
Sam's got to clean all this up, so we're going to let him get to it. But 2022,
Yep.
let's make it a good one for the show.
Do it.
Get some guests
it.
on here and have some fun.
All right. Like, subscribe. We'll
Later,
see you
y'all.
later.
Thank you for watching.